It's Kent and Izzy with MrTruck.com doing another review. Today's is this brand new Ford Expedition 2023. It's the Timberline edition, so it's an off-road truck. It's got skid plates, off-road shocks, off-road tires. And the trailer behind me, if you can see it, that is the Simron we got from Transwest Truck Trailer RV. It's a 3-horse Simron. It's a piece of art. Well-made trailers. And we'll show you that, and we'll talk about that, and I'll have CJ explain what all it is. It's Ken with Mr. Truck right here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV with CJ. And he's the man here. He can come show you every trailer they have, make you some deals. But we're going to take this Simron bumper pull, 3-horse, up to the mountains, up Pooter Canyon, and see how this Ford Expedition 2023 brand new Timberline tows. So, what do you think?
It's a nice day. Nice day to go up Pooter Canyon. Maybe the colors will change.
Oh, yes, that's true. You got a lot of trailers here now, which is a lot different than it was.
It is, absolutely. But a lot of it's still going pretty dang fast, which is a good thing. And we've got a lot of new Logans and Simrons, like you're going to be towing today, hitting a lot. And then, of course, always getting trade-ins.
Well, that's awesome, because you guys have a big inventory. I mean, this is what it used to be like, you know?
That's right.
Before the pandemic, and now we're kind of getting back to normal. So come on down. I'm going to show, CJ is going to show you this trailer and what's cool about it, but it's a Simron, so you know it's a piece of beauty. So come join us. Yes, this is such a cool SUV. I mean, it holds 8 people. It's got 0.8 lift, which is not even an inch, but I guess it works. It's got skid plates, off-road shocks, off-road tires. It's got this orange everywhere. The tow hooks are orange. There's orange trim everywhere. And you know, it's got a different look totally for this particular model, which Timberline. You know, it's got the 3.5 high output, so it's got the big horsepower and torque. Of course, it's a 10-speed. The exterior is called dark matter gray metallic. Is that what it looks like to you? I can see the gray in it.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Gray metallic with all this silvery.
And onyx leather, whatever that means. Anyway, yeah. Skid plates. It's a trailer towing monster, because you know, I think it tows 9,200 pounds. Well, I said 94, but 9,200 pounds.
Yeah,
and it's 373, nice. So it's geared down just for towing. All-terrain tires. It's got a heavy-duty radiator, limited slip rear end, and it's push button kicking in. It's got a high and low range. It's got a nose bash skid and 33-inch Wranglers. That's a nice size tire. Tall tires, so this is made to go play. Off-road suspension. It's got a brake control on the right side. We showed that in the video. That makes me happy. It's a 23-gallon fuel tank, 3 rows, and Izzy tried them out. Well, this has got heavy-duty trailer tow package, and that's what gets it up to that 9,200 pounds. Otherwise, you're like a couple thousand pounds lower than that. This is all the right packages, like what we're doing. We only have a light 3-horse trailer. It's aluminum Simron, so it's 3,330 pounds. And this gets 19 miles a gallon highway. And I went up to Colorado Springs the other day, and I was getting 20.4. So and that's good for this size of a vehicle.
Decent range,
yeah, it is. It's got a lot of steel skid plates, privacy glass, and back doors, roof rack, dual exhaust, and that rotary shifter. I'm not real wild about that, but oh well. They're all going to that. Ram came out with it first. Now they're all copying.
I feel like it shifts into gear so quietly too, you don't even know.
Yeah, and if you're stuck and you're trying to go between drive and reverse, it's not easy to do.
Right.
I have to look at it before I even shift it. Off-road suspension and shocks, we talked about that. It's got trail control, and it's got terrain management systems, all that off-road stuff, like what the Raptor has. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to try all that, try to find the modes. I know I can find the modes, but I think it's a very smooth ride. I've driven this a lot, and going on roads, you know, even without a trailer, it just was really, really well behaved.
Does it drive itself?
No, I couldn't find all those buttons.
Looks like it's got the like lane
Yeah, it's got that, and that will be part of the other one too. And that's for cruise control. The top button there shows you how far you are from the radar, from the vehicle ahead of you.
The next vehicle.
Yeah, it's got adaptive cruise, but I didn't see any place that I could do that. I didn't see it on here on the Maroni either. Yeah, they really concentrated on the off-road systems on this. And the approach angle is 28.5. The breakover angle is 21.9 inches. And yeah, the approach is 28.5. The departure is 23.7. But yeah, I think it handles well on the curves. You've been doing on really curvy road. What do you think? Is it level to the curve?
Yeah, I think it is, especially with the trailer on it too.
Yeah.
And this trailer's pretty tall, and I don't feel it at all going around.
Yeah, this is like a warm blood trailer. It's made tall. It's like 7 inches taller than a normal trailer.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty darn tall. It's a nice trailer though. I do like it.
Oh yeah, Simron makes great stuff. And the guys at MrTruck Trailer RV sell them.
My horses would like that. They tend to get a little claustrophobic in the small trailers.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is
nice, tall, spacious ones are nice.
Think about any trailer. It's a slant load, but I think any horse would like to get inside this one.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, it does really well on this curvy road.
So you probably like this vehicle, this towing machine, this torque monster.
Mm-hmm. Even though it's not a truck, I definitely don't mind that because it can do everything I need it to.
Yeah, we can call it a truck because it's body on frame. It's not a unibody like little SUVs are.
Right.
It's similar to what a truck is. So I call these guys trucks, but you can call anything you want. Easy. I would never tell you what to call these trucks.
I guess it's a truck. Truck without a bed, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's just like a little bit shorter than my 150, but not much.
Yeah, it's got lots of room. You can put the dogs back there, sleep back there if you have to.
Yeah.
Can pull 3 horses, no problem.
Well, yeah, you've only got 2. What would you have to get a neighbor to bring a horse with you?
Mm-hmm. You always want to bring friends on a ride with you.
Well, sure.
Yeah. That's why I like it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, this looks like it fits you.
Mm-hmm. I like spacious vehicles. Can fit all my animals in the back and go camping.
Yeah, high output. This is powerful. This will climb any of these mountains we go on, like on I-70.
Mm-hmm.
Any grade you want to go on, this will do it.
Go out there to Estes Park.
Yeah, there's a lot of curves going up to Estes Park too.
Take the horses on some trail rides.
You guys are going to go elk hunting. You going to take some horses up to do that, or are you going to do the ATV thing?
Oh, yep. My horses aren't really too trained to pack yet, but...
Yeah. Well, get your spurs and your chaps on and your hat and your rope.
Yeah. We're going to put MrTruck on her for the first ride.
I don't know if I want to fall that far. I might get airborne.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, boy.
Now I'm trying to pick up all the things I missed. There's the button for the rear locker. It's nice and convenient. Your plus and minuses for manual shifting. If you want to do that on a 10-speed. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now let's see. Those are the drive modes. So let me scroll through those. It shows it on this 15.5-inch screen. It's gigantic. Let's see what this one says. Nope, I'm off of that. Okay, there's the normal screen. Normal. Let me give you a little bit of a zoom in. So that's the mode button. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, 4 automatic, and 4 low. Now we'll go up here and we'll zoom in on this and show you the drive modes. There's normal. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit on that. Okay. Normal. Echo, which I use all the time. Eco, gives better fuel mileage. And there's sport mode, it goes fast. And there's tow haul mode, which is cool. Yep. Mud and ruts. So you can go off-road in this thing. There's sand. slippery, whatever that is. I guess it's ice and snow. Back to normal. Pretty cool. Menu. Where the heck am I at? There we are. You hit this menu button, and it shows you all this cool stuff. So there, I just happen to have it set on towing, and you can go through there, and it tells you all that stuff. So you can check your lights and do all the fun things. Yeah, let me see. We'll go back here, and we'll go to vehicle information. Let's see what great things are there. Tire pressure, off-road, power distribution, engine information. Let's just check out that. Power distribution. Okay, come on, show me something. I don't see. There we go. There it shows a four-wheel drive and a transfer case, if you wanted to know. And then the most valuable thing, of course, is... Oh, look at that. You got auto, phone, settings, and my view. I can't remember what my view is. Okay, there we go. It shows at one time I was getting 15.1. I think I was 14 something with the trailer, and all the way up to 20 without a trailer on this this high powerful. It's got, what is it, 440 horsepower and 520 torque. Some sources say 510, but I'm going to go with 520. But yeah, so that's my view. And then you go to trip and fuel. You have all those things for fuel economy and trip one. Yeah, we had several kinds. There's a lot of good information. And that's all in the dash in front of your steering wheel. Of course, you have cruise control and all that. It says adaptive cruise control. But I think that's most of all that, yeah. I don't know what we get for vehicle information. Guess we're already there. Let's see what engine information we get. Oil life's 13%. We got to get that changed here pretty soon. The brake control on this is right on the right side of your steering wheel. The best place to put it. And then we'll go up here in this giant 15.5-inch screen, if I can get it all on here. Go up here, it shows the several things you can look at once. Radio, phone, navigation, my phone, Apple Play, Android owner's manual, and the sketch. I don't know. What do you got to do there? You go sketch, and then you can just pick a color, and I don't know what you have to do then. Anyway, oh, do you put your finger there and you move it, or what do you do? Wow. Okay, I guess that's what you do once you figure out how to run a thing. I'm guessing this is sketch. I don't know. It's not giving me a whole lot. Okay, let's go back here. And let's see, you got your phone batteries all listed on there. All that cool stuff. Entertainment, of course, you got there. Wow, look at all the things you can do to play. You can play all these games on your cotton picking truck. Jigsaw, tiles, blocks. Wow. Wow, look at that. We can play games. Wow. That's just too interesting. Or is it? Okay, there we go. Cameras. Cameras are great. Trail turn assist. This is where it breaks the inside tire, whichever direction you're turning, so you can turn tighter. That's pretty cool. They have it on the Raptor and a bunch of other things. Valet mode, towing, add a trailer connection checklist. Let's go to camera. Oh, there's the front camera. There's a 360. Let's see if they have a menu for that. Yeah, okay. Go to that one. There's the 360. Let's see what happened. Boom. It goes back up to here. We got like 3 different screens. And then let's see if I find the back one. Yep, there's the back end. You can see the hitch on the back. Pretty cool, and you can get rid of this top one. So you can split this into a few screens. But pretty cool. I know there's some more settings on here if I just figure them all out. Update. Ooh, it just updated on me because I pushed the wrong button. Of course, this has heated steering wheel. It has heated second row seats. They're calling it the rear. Yeah, a lot of cool controls on there. Great charger. And you can make this look all pretty by closing the doors. And I guess I've showed you how giant this here center console is. It's humongous. Humongioid. And I do like the stitching on this and all the orange accents. But it's been fun. We've towed trailers with it. We towed a horse trailer up to Poudre Canyon with Izzy. Been all over the place. Been all over the mountains with it. I had a lot of fun with it. I love these tires. They'll go about anywhere. I'm not sure about this 0.8 lift. I mean, less than an inch of lift. Why would you bother? Why don't you give us a full inch or give us 2 inches? But anyway, I'm sure they got a reason.
Don't go away, MrTruck.tv. We'll be right back.
Besides all the folding seats you can do from the back end, it does have a little door back here where your jack is, and you got a pretty good sized cubby right there. Throw a lot of things in there. It looks like it's about 4 or 5 inches deep. You need lots of storage. All kinds of gadgets in the back, storage places and USB plugs. All the necessities.
So this is a 2024 Simron North Star 3-horse bumper pull. What's really cool about this one is this one is extra tall. So this one's 7'7" tall. Kind of the easiest way to tell is normally when you see this top rail, it's usually butted right up against our drop windows or these escape doors or like our tack room. But when we go extra tall to accommodate bigger horses, you see that spread. So that's just kind of an easy way to tell, at least on our Simrons, if it's an extra tall trailer. So this one definitely does accommodate those bigger horses.
Cool. Is that like sport horses or all that stuff?
Yeah, a little bit of everything. I mean,
massage and everybody.
Yeah, some jumpers. You got warm bloods. I mean, you got you know, some thoroughbreds. I mean, a little bit of everything. I mean, if you're needing extra tall, you're needing that, you know, a standard Simron 7'1", so this is 7'7", where a lot of other manufacturers will be 7 foot and go 7'6" on their warm blood type trailers. So definitely accommodate some bigger horses here.
Awesome. I love the wheels.
Yeah, so you know, black wheels with a little bit of silver accent. You know, it really works in a lot of today's vehicles, whether it's trucks or like you're pulling here with this Ford Expedition. I mean, it's got black rims. I mean, the black rims are kind of becoming more and more popular, and you're starting seeing them more. So we're actually doing it on the trailer side as well. And honestly, I think it works really good. I mean, we have the silver extrusion. I mean, granted, this is a white trailer, but you start incorporating that aluminum, the top rails, the bottom rails, the door frames, but then that black ties in with our windows and our handles. I think it gives it a sharp look in today's world.
Awesome.
Now, of course, on Simrons, you're gonna get your big heavy-duty drop windows. You know, this is all framework between the edge and the window, so big, stout. It's not a prefab where it's gonna wobble in your hand like a piece of paper. You get those awesome welded hinges with grease certs. You got a brass rod in there that's got some grooves cut into it, so it's easier to maintain. You feed that grease in there and open and close, and it's wanting to force that lubricant throughout that entire hinge. But you get the strength of those welded hinges, but easier to maintain for you as the consumer.
And this is a North Star, because that's probably the standard one?
Yeah, they're, you know, like everybody, over the years, you start developing new models, and then it's time to kind of consolidate and kind of get back to square one. On the horse trailer side, we always kind of start off with a North Star model. This one here is a North Star model. When you get into our straight loads, those are considered a North Star warm blood. And then obviously we can branch over to the stock trailer side where you have your Lone Stars, your Steer Waltz, and your show cattle trailers, and then your Show Stars for your small animal trailers. Same thing when we get to these back doors. You're gonna have the welded hinges with grease certs. These doors are so big and stout. You know, there's a picture out there. Simron actually took a 3-horse gooseneck and put a floor jack under one of these doors and picked the back of the trailer up and didn't tweak the door at all, any of the hinges. I mean, that's how strong these doors are.
Well, that's awesome. That's
yeah.
Very good, well-built trailer.
Absolutely. You know, industry's best floor, 4-inch centers. So, you know, I always tell everybody is just imagine hoof size of a horse. Wherever they're standing on this floor, they're standing on a support beam. So this is my soapbox. If you want to know quality of an all aluminum trailer, crawl underneath and look at the floor. That right there is a dead giveaway in my opinion. You start seeing those centers, those beams that run across this trailer the full length. Once they start spreading apart, in my opinion, one, it's going to have a lower price tag on it, but the quality is just not there. That's where you get those pits, those waves in floors where urine can collect and start corroding these aluminum floors over time.
That's so kind of, it's got I-beam and like an angle iron between them?
Yeah, they've actually got a V-truss in the middle of it. It's a 12-inch piece and it locks in high and low, like tongue and groove. So one, we're already starting with a really strong piece there, but then you add that V-truss and the shear force strength is 60% stronger than their previous floor by putting that V-truss in there. So again, just really, really stout floor. Not to say that you don't need to maintain this. I mean, it's an all aluminum trailer, so you know you need to be pulling these mats out at least once a year, maybe more depending on usage. But pulling the mats out, cleaning it out really well, assessing the floor, you know, letting it dry and putting those back in, the mats back in. You know, sometimes some customers will put baking soda down because it'll counteract the acidity of the urine.
Yeah.
But then you cap off every single Simron with that insulated roof.
Oh, yeah, honeycomb puppy.
Yeah,
so
and
cool.
you know, you can't talk enough about that. The benefits of, one, the strength. I don't have to find those roof bows if I'm walking on that roof. You know, it can take 150 pounds per square foot. But more importantly, I feel like when we get into the heat, you know, what it does for just temperature control in these stall areas versus all aluminum roofs, you know, 20% cooler. It might not sound like a lot, but it truly is. If you come to the lot on these real hot summer days where it's 9,500 degrees, you come in here at 5 p.m. where these trailers have just baked all day. I'll take you to a trailer with an all aluminum roof, a horse trailer that's sealed up, and they'll take you to Simron, and you can physically tell the difference. So let's make our horses more comfortable as well.
Well, that's cool. That's about what I am, 120 pounds or 150 pounds per square foot. That's what I am.
Yeah. But you know, I mean, it takes substantial hail. So, you know, when we're dealing with hailstorms and customers, you know, it's amazing hearing the feedback. I mean, we got hit with one in May, and I'll tell you what, everything with an aluminum roof, it got beat up, and these Simrons made it out. I mean, we had a couple roof vents on some LQs, and that was the extent of it on them.
Well, that's cool. I've had that happen to my RV, my toy hauler, that it had all aluminum roof, and it just beat the crap out of it. So we just ended up soaking it in some of that putty crap. But I didn't want to have to replace the whole thing, but sometimes you do. But no, this is fantastic. They have one of the best roofs out there.
Yep, absolutely. Stud divider at one, padded dividers, you know, plenty of LED lights in here. I mean, they equip them extremely well.
Yeah. Well, their welds are like art. I mean, it's unbelievable how beautiful the welds are. I've always noticed that.
Yep, they do a phenomenal job. And when you get into these stall areas and you start putting your hands on those dividers and just, you know, the paddle latches, you'll notice everything is smooth. Everything has a radius to it. They definitely keep that at the forefront of everything when they're designing, engineering these. Of animal safety is number one.
Well, I know they've got 2 or 3 engineers there. I go to a lot of factories, and they got one of the coolest setups, and the 3D printer, and those guys can figure out, you know, everything about a trailer, so you get bigger openings and all that because of the way they design it. So there's no stress on it. It's just awesome.
And it's so much fun working with a manufacturer that, you know, whether it's customer feedback we get or some new ideas and new concepts we want to try, and bouncing it off of them, and they listen to us, and we always want to make the next one better, and that's what we're striving to do.
Well, that's good. That's cool. Is this a big tack room on this puppy?
Yeah, so we've got a front tack room on this. We typically try to put everything on curbside just for safety. If you're traveling, you're not street side. But
gosh, that's a big door.
Big door, 42-inch wide door. So as you can see, you can get in and out of this tack room very, very easily. You know, well equipped. We've got clothes rods, we've got blanket poles, we've got a corner water tank. And then the main reason for this big door, that 42-inch wide door, is this right here. It's a swing out saddle rack. So what we try to do is, as you can see right there on our blanket poles and where our saddle racks are, it really, that distance really gets small when we're moving these in and out.
Well, sure.
A lot of manufacturers will have a narrower door. Well, then you're dragging your saddles on these door frames. You know, I can still walk in and out of this tack room whether this saddle rack's in or out. And a lot of other manufacturers, you can't do that.
That is so awesome. A lot of room in there.
A lot of room in this front tack room for sure. And you still have the ability to customize it too. If you wanted to add some more items in there, add stuff to the door, our parts and service department can help you out there.
Well, that's cool. Beautiful trailers.
They do a great job.
All right, CJ, well, I've taken up enough of your time. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the tour.
Absolutely. Stop by and see us if you got any questions.
Well, certainly.